All right, now further to our discussion on the concept of separating content and formatting, I want to show you an extremely cool website that I hope you spend a little bit of time getting to know a little bit better. What I've done here, of course, is I've flipped over to my web browser. I'm using Chrome for this. You can use whatever browser you have handy. And I'm just going to pop open a new browser tab just by hitting Command T here on the Mac. You might be using a browser that supports tabs as well. You can pop open a new tab or a new window. The website that I want to take you to is called CSS Zen Garden. So CSSZengarden.com. And I realized that I said Z instead of Z, Z being, of course, the Canadian version of Z. So we call them ZZ Top here in Canada. Anyway, CSSZengarden.com. Go ahead and pop that website open. Here we go, CSS Zen Garden. Now, why did I want to bring you here? Well, you can read through this text on your own if you want. You can check that out. And what I want to sort of draw your attention to is this sidebar here on the right-hand side. Notice it says under the C, we have Make 'em Proud, Orchid Beauty, Oceanscape, all this kind of stuff, right? And then it'll say by and then a person's name, Justin Gray or Kevin Addison, this sort of thing. So what I'd like you to do is click on these guys here under the C or Make 'em Proud. Notice it says Selected Design. So I'm going to say Make 'em Proud. I'm going to click on that one. So now it looks like it's taken us to a completely different website, right? Well, it actually hasn't. What it's done is it's simply changed the display or the presentation of the page that we were just on. So we're still on the same page. If you look up on your address bar, we're still on CSSN Garden, but it's serving up a different CSS file. So we have a lot of the same content here, the path to achievement, littering the dark and dreary road. So what is this about, right? And we scroll down, and now this sidebar is over on the left-hand side, under the C, Make 'em Proud, Orchid Beauty. So what's happening here? What's happening here is we're getting the same content with a variety of different dress-ups. And again, I hope this hammers home not only this idea of content versus design, but also some of the amazing things that you can do with CSS. Obviously, here you can see we're controlling text formatting, we're controlling background graphics, footer graphics, right? And so on. So if you want to use your back arrow here to back up a few times and go all the way back to where we started and explore through some of these different designs, go for it. Some of these designs are just incredible. They're just amazing. And again, I really have to stress here, it's all the same content, all the same text content. The road to enlightenment, littering the dark and dreary road, lay the past relics. And then if I go into Kyoto Forest, we'll find the same text content, littering the dark and dreary road. So it's the same stuff, just a different presentation, a different dress up, right? So what we can do here on CSSN Garden is over on this left-hand side on the main page here, you could go down to View All Designs if you wish. Go ahead and click on that guy. And that'll give us almost like a gallery view almost. And there's tons and tons of designs in here. And this will really hopefully spur on the creativity and provide lots of inspiration for you. This is a really cool one, Withering Beauty, kind of a cool sort of design there with the flowers there and sort of the, what do they call that? Sort of the grunge look, I guess you could say, right? So that's a cool design. This is my favorite, though. The retro theater, to me, is the coolest out of them all. So sort of this retro movie theater with the seats in the front there, and then the main scrolling here on the screen, right? Which to me is awesome stuff. So I hope you like this site. I hope you spend lots of time on this site messing around and goofing around. And probably one of the coolest aspects of CSS Zen Garden is back on this main page, you can download the sample HTML file and the sample CSS file. So there you go. So you can even go so far as to create your own layouts and designs on your own, and you can even add them to Zen Garden if you wish.